General nerdery.
I forgot what podcast we were doing for a second there, even though you opened with trailers and was expecting you to start. So,
Yeah, whatever.
Here we are. Great intro. Good job, man.
We watch trailers.
We watch
I'm Tyler.
trailers. Yeah, I'm Zach.
I'm Steven, and I'm here.
This is General Nerdery.
Oh, I'm so tired, y'all. So, yeah, we're here for trailers. We have watched, what, 5 for
I think
this one?
4?
Some
Four.
of these are also several weeks old now, but
We missed them the first time around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we still wanted to talk about them because why wouldn't we talk about the Red Band KRAVEN trailer?
As far as I
So
I can tell and feel with like trailers, it feels like we're not necessarily going to cover them immediately. We're going to cover them when they're important to us.
that's what slow weeks are for. So what do we have? We have KRAVEN Red Band. We have Y2K. We have
The 4:30 movie.
the 4:30 movie, and we have
The Lord of the Rings.
Rings, War of the Rohirrim.
Yes. However, whatever order you want to take that in.
KRAVEN Red Band trailer.
Yo, so like, no lie, I was right alongside everybody in the world making fun of KRAVEN after we watched that first trailer and he got powers from lion blood. Like, that's what we saw, right? Anyway.
Yeah, that's what we saw.
Then I saw like somebody get slammed against a tree trunk and torn in half with like legit blood and gore, and I'm kind of in.
I'm kind of in. I'm also
Was bored. Sorry, guys.
This is a movie that I want to make Zach watch.
What the fuck does this trailer have to do with KRAVEN the Hunter?
No, that's a great question.
And that's why. And I also want to make you watch this because I don't have to make you watch this. I saw how much blood and gore was in this trailer.
If that's their fallback, I guarantee I have seen worse movies with blood and gore as its fallback and loved them. So
Okay.
But also, at the same time,
Okay.
it still is a Marvel movie. So
Rhino looks terrible.
Oh, Rhino looks terrible. I don't know what's going on there.
Okay, you know me.
Yeah.
I'm pretty open to adaptations and like doing your own spin on things. Every single part of this is wrong.
No, yeah, I agree.
I feel like this is going to be...
They do kind of have him in the vest at one point, kind of the vest.
That's the closest to right that he's wearing the face of a lion on his nipples. And if it doesn't shoot lasers out of there, I'm not here for it.
I think this is going to be the next installment of us covering Morbius, essentially. General nerdery-wise.
Okay, now say that he does have laser nips.
Then I'm in, and this will be the greatest movie of all time. Look, there's no in-between here. No, there's a lot of in-between. It looks really bad. The thing is... the thing is, there is a fun, dumb action movie that I see in this trailer that if you had not named it KRAVEN the Hunter, and if you were like, Russell Crowe's weird son fights the mob with lion powers, I would have been like, yeah.
Little literal of a title, but like...
The Lion Boy. Like, I don't fucking know.
And that's...
but like,
I forget his name, but that's Kick-Ass, right?
Yeah, that's kick-ass.
That's also Quicksilver, then.
Oh, yeah, that's Quicksilver.
Trying to play a dangerous and, like, sexy smolder man?
Do you think he's going to do the same accent he does as Quicksilver?
Oh, God, I don't...
I don't think we... Do we hear him really talk prolongedly in the trailer at all?
Oh, a couple of times, but I couldn't have told you a single thing that he said in
Yeah,
it.
same.
Yeah, like, it's pretty action-oriented trailer. I so can't wait to see what his accent's going to be. Because it's going to be fucking bad if it is. If he's trying to do, like, a KRAVEN accent.
There's, like, 2 extremes that are the Rhino, and they've managed to hit both extremes and miss the Rhino both times. As into Paul Giamatti in a giant rhino mech.
Which is the Rhino that we all deserve.
Yes. When they were like, we've hired Paul Giamatti to play the Rhino, I was like, that's the most brilliant thing. And then they fucked it up.
Yes.
But,
by only giving it to us for 5 seconds.
I was willing to, but like, he's a full-on Rhino man. I'm like, no, man, just... Okay, Are
No,
we
no,
gonna get the
you're-
chameleon at least?
You're completely correct about everything that you're saying. It's just that I'm still kind of in.
I think it looks better than Morbius. Which, considering that before I thought it looked worse than Morbius, is improvement. And again, they somehow always manage to get, like, one good actor for these movies.
I think this looks better than the last two Venoms.
Well,
Did they
we've
do
not
3 Venoms, though, is my
Venom 3
question?
is coming out soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Venom 2, I've not seen. Venom 1, I'm the only one that has seen it. I
No,
think.
I've seen it.
Okay, Tyler's still not seen
I
it.
still haven't seen it.
It's fine.
There were some weird parts to it, but overall, it's fun.
It is either better or worse than it gets credit for, depending on, like, what person's talking about it, while I think it exists somewhere in between.
Not good, fun.
But, like, I'm blanking his name, the main actor from the Venom movies.
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy. For Venom, they got fucking Tom Hardy in it. For Morbius, they got Matt Smith. Now they have Russell Crowe. Like,
I
they
like how
always
you
get...
skip over the actual lead of that movie for Matt Smith.
I skipped over the main lead of Craven as well. I said they get one good actor.
Academy-nominated actor.
If I'm gonna say they get one good actor, I'm not picking Jared Leto. Fuck you.
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. Great. What else did we watch?
Also, Tyrese is in that movie, I'm pretty sure.
I think you're right.
Morbius?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was supposed to have like a robot arm, and they cut
that's
out that
right.
entire thing.
Because he actually plays somebody from the comics. I
don't
can't
even
remember his
remember.
name, but
It was one of those ones that we knew because we were reading about the fucking Midnight Suns at the same time for Noob Island at the time. Okay.
Y2K.
Period piece set.
I still don't know how I feel about period pieces set in the year 2000. Not because I think it's like wrong, but because it makes me feel ancient.
Yeah, like it was. I had to talk about this trailer with my partner Kat, and I was trying to describe it, and it felt wrong to call it a period piece.
But you're right. That was
But it absolutely
this
is.
movie's 25 years ago.
100% a period piece. It's set at 1999, New Year's Eve, right when the big scare about the Y2K bug is, and a bunch of kids partying have to survive a robot apocalypse that happens.
The first minute of that trailer, I was like, oh, this looks like Can't Hardly Wait, but with kids that actually look like high schoolers.
Yes.
It does give some of that, which is appropriate, early 2000s sex comedy, but with people that aren't clearly 35.
It does have the kid from Deadpool 2 and
Yes.
The Hunt for the Wilder People, and I
Which,
really wish I
oh
knew
my
his name.
god, Hunt for the Wilder People is such a fucking masterpiece. Anyway.
We should cover that on fucking General Nerdery.
All right.
Because if Zach hasn't seen it,
I
we
have
should
not.
do it just to make him watch it. Because it's such a masterpiece. It's so good.
He's got to not be actually a teen by now, but he sells it. He's got a youthful face.
It's like Tom Holland. He just looks young.
Yeah, I think he's 42. But
Yeah, and then shit goes crazy. Turns out technology does go crazy, and to
So-
extents that I was not expecting.
So that's the thing that I haven't figured out here yet.
Like, it's a horror comedy, right?
yeah, it's a horror comedy, and it's being directed and co-written by Kyle Mooney of SNL fame. Who does a lot of very weird fucking SNL like digital stuff. And his YouTube presence is fucking weird, and it's definitely a trip to watch if you're interested. It's definitely worth a watch. It's weird, but yeah.
I have not figured out, and I shouldn't figure this out because we watched a fucking trailer and it would tell us too much. How Y2K made Tamagotchis make little, like,
Death machines?
death machines. The escalation from, like, point A to point B.
Right, like, the jets crashing kind of made sense.
Yes. The main thing I remember about Y2K is that it was, like, ABC or NBC or one of those stations was doing a made-for-TV movie about Y2K,
Mm-hmm.
and they would play the commercial during Whose Line Is It Anyways? Which I watched with my mom every Thursday. So, like, I literally, when I hear the words Y2K, I think of the moment, like, of a clip from a commercial for a made-for-TV movie from 1999.
I honestly, when I think Y2K, I don't think of, like, even though I lived through it, I don't think of it because it sucked. It was boring.
Apparently, it actually really was almost a thing, and people worked really hard to not make it happen. But
and
it
I
was,
think there ended up being two things actually affected, and one of them was like an aircraft carrier. But
also, like, it was still ridiculously sensationalized. Like,
it was sensationalized because it could have been very bad, but also like
yeah, but it was still sensationalized for even how bad it could have been.
Yeah.
Like,
it was not going to start the apocalypse, but like it could have, like, given
it could have crashed the economy really fucking badly.
really badly, but also given how badly we just saw a major fuck up. Blue Strike, was it?
oh yeah,
There's a
or whatever,
huge
CrowdStrike,
CrowdStrike, something like that.
Not the one that fucked up all the websites for like a
Mhm.
day.
Yeah, it blue screens a bunch of fucking networks because it just like had a problem, and you had to manually restart everything on every individual machine. That is like kind of I was seeing people compare theoretically what could have happened on Y2K to that on a little bit bigger scale.
Yeah, I don't think about Y2K though. I think about the fact that like 14 years later, when I was helping shut down the local Kmart and we were pulling everything out of all of the fucking storage to sell like all the different fixtures and shit, finding a fucking business calculator that was branded as being Y2K compliant just shoved in a fucking back corner 15 years later.
That's fucking good.
Anyway, so the movie looks fine.
Yeah, it looks fun.
Yeah, no, it looks fun.
It's A24 produced, which is like they have a pretty good track record.
Yeah.
I imagine I'll enjoy it. It looks fucking weird. I know Kyle Mooney likes to make weird, good stuff.
It looks like a teen sex movie horror comedy. And they could pull that off, or it's going to be kind of bland. I don't know enough about Kyle Mooney. I'm not like knocking on him, but there is a level of raunchy that you need to do to pull that off that movies aren't always willing to do, often for good reason. So that would be my one concern about this. But like, also, it looked. I mean, we watched a trailer. It's not like I was expecting to see tits. Like,
I was, but that's just me in general.
this is the next movie that I'm expecting to see tits.
Well, I was going to say, to keep with high school period pieces, comedies, that it's going to involve a lot of sex talk.
Kevin Smith's autobiographical movie, the
Dude, 4:30 movie. Guys, you don't even know. Like, being a huge Kevin Smith fan, watching that, I was like, oh my God, I recognize way too much of this.
So, Kevin Smith recently, I mean, he's been going through a bunch of stuff over the last couple years and working through some traumas, and part of that, I think, involved making this movie. And he had recently bought like the theater that he went to all the time as a kid and renovated it, and I don't know, does whatever the fuck you do when you have enough money to buy a theater to renovate it to show.
Try to keep it afloat because movie theaters aren't in a good place.
Especially like
that's been mostly it.
Weird little tiny ones in New Jersey while you live in LA kind of thing. Like, so with part of that, and now that he owns a theater, so it's a lot easier to just film in it. He made a movie about going to this theater as a kid.
Yeah.
He made him. That's really what it is. It's about a bunch of kids that go to the theater all the time, and there's a date involved because there's a teen sex comedy.
Yeah, like, I don't know. All of his movies are kind of about his life anyway, in one way or another. So this one is just capturing him going to the theaters a lot when he was a high schooler.
Yeah, they're all fairly autobiographical.
Especially if you know what to look for. Oh my God, Ponder Doc, you guys don't even know. when that kid sat down on that fucking dock and started talking into a tape recorder.
Let me guess, Kevin Smith did that a lot?
So it wasn't a dock, it was a rock. But the fun part was on his podcast, Smodcast, when he ended up finding those tapes at one point.
Oh no, did he play some of them?
He played them, and him and his co-host fucking roasted Teenage Kev for like 4 episodes straight.
That is the thing that keeps Kevin Smith from being completely masturbatory, is that he's completely willing to be like, that was fucking dumb. Like, he's got a good balanced view of himself where he doesn't go like egotistical, but he doesn't go too much into self-loathing either.
Dude, Ponder Rockin' with Emo Kev and fucking, what was the name of the other one? Portrait of an Artist as a Young Asshole. Something like that is 2 of my favorite fucking podcast episodes that he's done.
Nice. Yeah, it looks really good, and I don't even get half the references that they're making.
Yeah, I didn't even know most of those. Okay, so I've still not seen Clerks 3. I know you really love it. I know my other Kevin Smith friend thought it was fucking awful.
Where would you rank it in Dogma?
Wait, what?
Where do you rank it against Dogma?
Against Dogma?
Yeah.
I like Clerks 3 more than Dogma.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm the weird Kevin Smith fan that's always had Dogma lower down on my list than most people, so I don't know what that says.
I thought Jay and Silent Bob Reboot was bad, but I really enjoyed it. And I think that this movie looks like that to me. Like, it's bad, but it looks bad to me. But because I like Kevin Smith, I am glad that he gets to do stuff like this, and that makes me happy, and I will have a good time watching it.
When you say bad, you mean like bad for you?
No, I just think it doesn't look like a very good movie. I also think Kevin Smith over the years has gotten a little too the Muppet movie about bringing in his celebrity friends for cameo
I was going to say, I
appearances.
just love at this point how many people love him enough to just show up for a day.
I do too, as I said, as a fan of Kevin. I do think it sometimes hampers the movie.
And I'll be curious to see how it plays out in the movie, because it might just be that he's playing star credit for the trailer. But also, he tends to just like release it independently, his movies independently at this point, right?
Yeah, he's got like some deal for distribution, but like it's not quite indie, but it's like as indie as you can be within the system, if that makes sense.
Right.
And even this one, like this was actually filmed during the strikes because they went along with they were one of the productions that was given leeway because they went along with everything.
Yeah, they were already matching basically everything. I love Kevin Smith. That's why I'm like into this movie. And I think I will enjoy it as a Kevin Smith movie. But the thing is, while I was watching it, I had to put that caveat into my brain.
I just think it's a movie that's not made anymore. Like
that's 100% true.
And
that's a bummer.
We don't make teen comedies in the same way anymore. And
part of it is we're trying to stop not be as horny for teenagers anymore.
Which that's good.
Yes.
I mean that. Yeah,
you can tell that to more anime, but that's good.
Food Wars.
I mean,
I'm
always
why
in.
It makes me think of that. I mean, same here. That might be why it made me think of that 90s show. Like, I don't think that 90s show is great television, but I enjoyed it as like kind of a love letter to a style of TV that I loved when I was younger that doesn't really exist anymore. Because there was a period between like 15 and I don't know 20 that probably like younger, like 13, like puberty hit and I wanted to watch like every sex comedy I could get my hands on.
And like I feel like that's still not for me necessarily a thing that I need as an adult who has a partner and also like access to pornography, but like
actual access.
Like actual access.
Honestly, yeah, the internet and regular or even semi-regular access to real sex is what kind of made me be like, man, these movies aren't actually very good. There's just,
but as someone who like
Revenge of the Nerds is so rapey. Like,
Okay, yes.
as someone who during puberty rewatched Van Wilder a lot, I feel like that's still a thing that I imagine today's youth wants.
yeah, no, I'm not. I get it. It also kind of falls under, we've talked about before, the death of the mid-budget movie. Like, we talk about how rom-coms have kind of been taken out by that, but I think the sex comedy also was a casualty of the... Because you're not doing a fucking tentpole...
Which,
Oh, man, I
Revenge of the
wonder what it would
Nerds,
be like if anyone ever gave Kev the money for a mid-budget movie.
Give Kevin Smith
like-
$200 billion or however fucking much.
This isn't really his first foray into like a sex comedy either, because he did Zack and Mary Make a
Oh
Porno.
god, this is so far from
God,
his
I
first
love Zack
foray.
and Mary.
Which it's
Well,
fucking
and even
delightful.
a lot of like Mallrats is not exactly a teen sex comedy, but it's not
close.
not like
But also, I kind of like that because that's kind of just like a 20-something sex comedy. That's like
that I definitely started watching at 13 and definitely knew every scene where I could see nipples. But
same.
Tyler's nodding. He's
yes.
just.
I'm
I'm not proud of it. It's just honest. Like,
same.
Yeah.
Not
I
proud.
knew
of it.
right where those nips were at.
right when Kevin Smith head goes through the.
Yes,
Changing
then you
room.
got to see Joey Lorraine Adams' nipples,
Sorry.
which is even more awkward because they had dated.
We're dating.
Yes.
Anyways,
Or had they broke up
I
at that
don't
point?
know.
Because
We're too
anyway.
far into this.
Not really important at the moment.
But
Yeah.
it looks fun. I think it looks bad. I think it looks fun. And we've talked about how those are two different things.
If I got excited at Ponder Doc, then I'm going to get so excited through the rest of that movie. So,
This
you're gonna
movie
love
was
this movie.
literally made for you specifically.
yes, I know. Thank you, Kevin.
Two people in the world, Tyler Reese and Kevin Smith. And then the last one, Lord of the Rings, War of the Rohirrim.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'd seen stills from this, and honest to God, I thought they were AI something or another, you know, because I didn't even like open up this like pictures or whatever. But like people release like AI, the ones I've been getting recently because of what I've been watching on YouTube, wrestlers as anime through like AI or whatever, and I was like, I was pretty sure someone had been typing in like 90s anime Lord of the Rings, and this is what came out of it. So
But no,
I was
it's
surprised
actual
when
anime.
you put on the trailer.
No, it's actual anime Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, it looks fucking cool.
It is trying to purposely mimic in some spots that hand-drawn 80s and 90s anime feel.
Mm-hmm.
And there's spots where they have it pitch perfect. And there's other spots where I'm like, you don't. There's a bit where an Oliphant like bursts through a wall or something like that. I'm like, wow, that's some CGI right there, which is, you know, appropriate to some late 90s anime actually, but
The trailer didn't make it apparent. From what I've read, from what I understand, is this is the war that leads to the Hornburg being built, which is the fortress at Helm's Deep.
okay. My knowledge of Lord of the Rings is scattered.
Now, out of curiosity, do you know if this is like actual like is this anywhere written down by Tolkien? Like is this in the
It's either in the Silmarillion somewhere, or he
Silmarillion.
wrote a bunch of like short stories about moments in history, and I believe this is at least based off of, but I mean, it
One
could
of
be
them.
based off as much as a couple of paragraphs about this moment in history.
I was about to say, I think this is more based off of, and then this war happened, rather
This
than like,
This war happened because this guy tried to force a marriage to this guy to seize the throne or whatever,
Mhm.
and then they're extrapolating is what I would guess. But like, you know, we talk about as he wrote the like 4 books in the Silmarillion, but also like Children of Hurin is a fucking 6-hour audiobook or something like that. Like he wrote a bunch of short stories.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know about that part.
Children of Hurin is actually really good. I am not the biggest fan of Tolkien's writing because it's sometimes a bit of a slog,
Mm-hmm.
and I probably have ADHD, so like we clash. While I recognize how important he is. So I don't. This is an interesting thing. I have a strange thing. There's a lot of franchises that I'm like, yeah, sure, make whatever you want. I don't give a fuck. I feel kind of weird about like making Lord of the Rings stuff that's not like directly from a story Tolkien told.
You know how in this moment, I just decided the best way for me to describe how I feel about Tolkien. Love the aesthetic, not committed to the bit.
I play D&D, so I have to respect Tolkien.
Like, I don't have a choice. This is forced upon me.
I love the aesthetic. I fucking hobbit holes. I would love to live in a hobbit hole.
Yeah, Hobbiton
Yeah.
does look really nice.
It would have to be Steven scaled.
Yes, sized appropriately.
But like that feels right. That feels comfy. But like I've watched the main trilogy and then the first Hobbit movie, and then I've read The Hobbit, and I started Fellowship but didn't finish it.
I like The Hobbit.
Due to ADHD, but like I fucking do not go back and rewatch any of these.
It is interesting how much those Peter Jackson movies have permanently altered how we visualize Lord of the Rings.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are some spots that are just like straight out of the little illustrations, and others that are changed pretty dramatically of how they look compared to some of the wider lore. But like anytime you do a Lord of the Rings that doesn't look like Peter Jackson now, it looks kind of wrong. Which is interesting because I go to like my first relationship with The Hobbit is the fucking animated one from the early 80s. Was that Bakshi?
Yes.
Yes. I love the Ralph Bakshi one. Anyway.
They also did a graphic novel adaptation
Yeah.
of The Hobbit that I checked out from the library and read many times. So that's my main actual like. That's the one that I've read the most. I've read it like 2 to 4 times, sometimes something like that.
Well, and the guy that did all of the Conan the Barbarian illustrations, I can't think of his name off the top of my head. He also did that Death Dealer painting.
Frazetta.
Frank Frazetta did a lot of illustrations for The Hobbit, or for Lord of the Rings that I fucking love. It does make the scene where, I can't think of her name, takes off her helmet to reveal that she's a woman really funny because his drawing of her has her kind of in a Red Sonja style costume. And you're like, bitch, I don't think you're fooling anybody with that on. Like,
I wanted to look it up real quick. It is based on one of the stories from the first appendice.
oh, okay.
Cool. Yeah, it looks great. I'm fucking wicked interested in
What's
watching
it coming
this.
out on? Is this Netflix?
I think it's like wide release. I think it's like an actual film release.
Oh, shit, that's cool. I'm interested in seeing this.
Theatrically.
Hell yeah.
Anime Tolkien Hobbit stuff? Well, not Hobbit, but like, are there hobbits?
Probably not in
not.
this one, but I
Could have sold me with some hobbits.
I am interested to see how it is going to be accepted by the nerd community, because some people will be all for it, and there will be some Tolkien purists who are like, an anime?
Part of me wants them to go so hard in the paint as they can with lore at wherever they can just to combat that.
And the other part of me wants to not fall asleep in the movie theater, so...
I think it looks pretty fucking epic. I'm worried that there's a little bit of like trying to pay off a little bit of too many things, because Like there's that shot of like the Oliphant getting pulled in by the water creature. And I'm like, oh, cool, we finally get to see that. But like, did I need to finally see this?
I had thought this was a TV show and was actually a lot more into that idea because of giving it space. But yeah, I don't know. It looks good.
But I'm also not against it. We'll see how it works out.
Yeah.
I think it looks epic as shit though, and I'm glad the story's being told because I do like the fucking those chapters of the Two Towers that are set at the Hornburg and Helm's Deep and all of that are some of the best time I had reading that trilogy.
Yeah,
so
easily,
like
easily.
the story of Helm Hammerhand himself, like that clicks for me.
I like it. Again, I legitimately respect Tolkien. I just have trouble reading Tolkien.
I have trouble watching Tolkien. Even like fucking the Peter Jackson movies are fucking well crafted, phenomenal movies, but they're long as shit.
Okay,
and then there's the director's cut.
I was gonna say, here's the secret that I am called a heretic for. You don't have to watch the extended edition. You can just watch.
You can watch the theatrical cut. I swear.
It's still like 2 hours long. You'll be okay.
Yeah, it's still 2 hours long, my dog.
Like, okay, so I mean, I do foam fighting. I hang out with sword nerds. And I thought I was going to be nailed to a tree when I said that to someone.
Yeah.
like,
Like I said, love the aesthetic, not committed to the bit.
And so when people are committed to the Tolkien bit, they're fucking committed. Like, it is. And I say that as a die-hard Star Wars fan. Like,
I think that's all though.
I think
Bye.
that's everything we watched.
Bye.
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 Hi, everybody. General Tyler here. If you like the show, please hit subscribe however you're listening to us right now. Also, if you could rate and review us however you're listening to us right now, or preferably over at Apple Podcasts, we would super appreciate it, as the whole world is ran on algorithms, and we want to be all up in them, getting our voice out to more places. Also, I mean, tell your friends. We always appreciate that. If you want to get in contact with us, ask us questions, give us comments, email us generalnerderypod@gmail.com. You can also contact us through our website, www.generalnerdcast.com. While you're there, check out all of our back catalog, or click the links up at the top, as we are part of the Earworm Podcast Network. Go check out all of our sister shows. We're involved with most of them, so if you already like listening to us talk, it might be in your best interest. And if you want to check out everything from the network, head over to earworm.com, EARVVYRM.com. We'd super appreciate it. Love you all. Have a good one.